It is 1:23 in the morning for Sunday, September 14th. I think I'm actually going to start doing these at night again, whether it's be early or late, because I know I'm bound to accidentally miss a night eventually. Technically, I'm just going to admit it. Whenever I do a non-speaking one, it's like 80% of the time is literally because I just did not or forgot to do it. Like yesterday or two times before, 2:53, I think, I just completely forgot to do it, and so I did it like 10 hours ago. But yeah, I went to the party, which is great. I also came back because I wanted to stay up late and not be in my room, because one roommate is fine. He's never there, which is fine because it's exactly like me. I don't enjoy staying in my room all the time. But the other one does not leave, and I do not mean this in a derogatory sense at all, but is probably a little bit on the spectrum. And there's no shame and no harm, no foul in that. It's just it does not equate well to living with or near another person. His mannerisms and social awareness is not good. I can he's at his computer the entire time, just on his laptop doing nothing, or he's in bed scrolling something on his phone. It's not healthy, and there are a couple of things that he does that are just generally disruptive, especially towards me and my innate sleep habits. But he'll talk to himself. He'll be like, "Ooh, that's good. Ooh, I gotta do that. Ooh, now is a good time to go get lunch because it's not raining anymore." And I'm like, I don't want to hear your inner dialogue. Like, I'm sorry, I really don't. The other thing is he got sick, and I fault him nothing for that. That is just something that happens. But maybe it's just me, but I would think that if I needed to cough, maybe I'd go into a different room, or I wouldn't try and stay in the room when I'm sick, because I feel like I would contaminate others. But he does the full-on, breathes in and just fully goes for it, like dad sneeze but in cough form. And it's really annoying because he'll do it at 8 in the morning when he doesn't have to be at class. I don't have to be at class, but he's up and I'm still sleeping, and it's really annoying. And it's just my previous roommates last year were bad for the choices that they actively made and how disruptive and generally disgusting they were. This one roommate, I can't fault him for the way he is, but it is very disruptive to be around. I don't mind if he's just in the room all the time. He clearly has the same schedule as me, or he does not mind as much as if I'm doing things in my room as my other roommates definitely did. And sorry, I don't want to bring up bad memories about other roommates, but his social awareness is not there, and maybe I just have a very high degree of social awareness, borderlining just the anxiety of it, which maybe not borderlining. I take into everybody's opinion into account probably way more than I should, but that's just very frustrating because I have not been sleeping as much as I want, mostly on school days. My first class is at 10. That's a relatively late morning. Most people have 9 and some people have 8 o'clock classes. I have it at 10, and I would like to sleep maybe up until 9:15, but I've been routinely being woken up at 7:30 by this roommate, and he does not have to be up. I know he doesn't have to be up. I'm really good at taking note of people's schedule, and so it's just very frustrating to me. But that's why I'm here. I applied to 2 more positions in a different company. It's really frustrating that I'm trying to find these jobs through at game design companies or video game companies that I know of and like, and I've really only been found 2 that I can really apply to, but not that I can apply to, that have an internship listing. I would love for Riot Games to have an internship. while people dislike Riot Games for maybe a company that they are, I love their products as not an enjoyer of, per se, the games themselves, but of the direction, the art, the mechanics of them are super intriguing and interesting. I really like Riot as a company. That would be like a really cool internship, but alas, there is not. They don't, like, I can't tell if they're not listing them or they just don't have any, which is really weird. But I will probably set up next weekend a meeting with a career person at this college and try and identify maybe some other video game companies that they possibly could have a connection where I could apply for an internship. Or I want to start looking at just normal computer science jobs because it's just good to have those. But now on to the quote-unquote interesting part, at least my friends would say it's interesting, is the party. I have a really, I wouldn't say bad times at party, but I don't do well around a lot of people, especially a lot of people that I do not know. Luckily, this time it was more of a get-together of just the team, and we just sat around a TV and like played Die. I don't actually know how to play that. I have no understanding of the rules whatsoever, so I just watched. And I just talked with the people I knew and caught up with them over the summer, and that was pretty dope. But a real party where everybody just kind of mingling and it's loud and you can't hear, very stressful for me. Like I think I get sensory overload in those regards. There are a couple of moments where I definitely remember being like, this is all too much for me. I'm like actively disassociating. Like I'm here, but there's so much going on that I just perceive every bit of noise into this kind of white noise monotone thing. And I just sit there because there's nothing to pay attention to. And also hate yelling, and I'm really bad at lip reading. But this was a really fun get-together, and another thing I have been actively avoiding talking about is I still don't want to name it because it's not something that's a part of me and something I really actually enjoy doing, but everybody knows what goes on a college campus at a party. I hate doing it. Oishikonataka, I don't know how to say it because I hate talking about it, but like it's oishii janai desu. Does not taste good. It literally just kind of sucks to drink. And I don't know, I don't enjoy the feeling as much, but I'm slowly getting there socially to being able to enjoy it. I still despise the taste, but that's just kind of what it is, especially on your campus. But my friends would be very proud of me for doing that, which I find annoying because I don't like people's relying on that activity to have a good time at like parties, or like when my friends would come up, they would want to do it. And there's a difference between just having a fun time. Like when one of my friends, well, just one of them was up for around Christmas time, we went skiing. We had like a couple, and we were just having a good time. There was no pressure. But when the other two friends come up, they do it because they feel like they can only have a good time while doing it. And maybe that's the junior hockey in them and the toxic culture around there. But it's really annoying because I despise the taste. It does not feel good to me. The day after sucks. So like I don't do it to enjoy. Even the state that you're in that's supposed to be like this is really fun, doesn't change that much for me. Most of the time it just heightens my anxiety and I just talk more through it. So it's weird. I don't like it, and I hate the people's dependency on doing that activity to have a good time. I think that if people want to get together, they should want to do it because it is fun, not do it because the result of it is therefore fun. And I don't think the team, I feel, has that problem. Last year, maybe so. The seniors last year they were party animals, let's put it that way. And two of my friends are in that situation. One of them, well, both of them they're the only two that went to juniors, while the other one doesn't actually do it that much and is very much my type of vibe when it comes to going out. So that's my 2 cents on partying in still vaguest of terms where I feel okay about talking about it, and not so vague that you probably know what I'm talking about. At least I know one person I have actively told and shared that I dislike this activity, and she has reciprocated, which is fun. I don't know, my sister always says, will tell you, like, oh, when you go out, you should order a drink. And I'm like, I don't want to. And she's like, oh, yeah, you don't, like the taste. If I don't like the taste and I don't really enjoy the experience it provides, then why would I order it out? In reality, it's just a means to an end rather than an enjoyable experience. And yeah, that's what kind of goes for partying. Like, I don't do it a lot because of social anxiety, but I also really don't do it because I hate the taste. I don't like the after effects. I don't like the in effects. And I lived around so many party dorms that I would see the things that happen when people overdo it, and it always was like, or smelled incredibly bad. Like, the stale smell of everything after like a night partying is so bad that I don't want to deal with it. Like, I would like come home, I would take a shower after I went out, and I would like wash my clothes immediately. Like, I actively just brought bad shoes that I will throw away probably very soon because they've been torn through, so I could go to parties in them. Because if I got something that on my shoe that's made it smell, it would like ruin my time, because I have this weird thing with smells, and if it's off, it freaks me out. It's weird thing, but that kind of arose when my roommate was a stoner, and all my clothes started smelling musty and like a skunk, and that freaked me out. And so now I feel like I have a heightened sense of it needs to be right, so I know that nobody else is doing wrong with it. But yeah, I mean, I won't be going out at least till next week, and I doubt next week I will be going out. But tomorrow, I just have to do some reading, some stats homework, which so far is really, really, really easy, which I'm glad. And then I think I have to start thinking about interview questions for my history interview, and then just do some like random reading. But yeah, I don't think I have a good large day tomorrow, so I can go back to Silksong and enjoy the times. I don't really, yeah. So yeah, that's where I'll leave it. My hair is dry enough after my shower that I can actually go back to my room now, and hopefully I'll be able to sleep a good amount. And yeah.